a simple Google search about abortion lead to trouble with the law? Big tech companies are now facing questions about data privacy when it comes to internet searches or information stored in apps.
If somebody suspects you got an illegal abortion, any of that could come to light in court. And now the White House is warning people of these possibilities now. Brianna's on the story. You've been looking into what this means for women here in Arizona.
Yeah, Yetta, it's something that everyone needs to be aware of. So many people track their health on apps on their phone, maybe heart health or your sleep cycle, but tracking things like your menstrual cycle or when you're ovulating could be a problem if it comes to an abortion lawsuit. If you're watching this story right now, chances are you have at least one of these.
Cell phones, perhaps an Apple Watch or a Fitbit watch. There are all sorts of trackers that we use.
They're great for convenience, but now a warning from the White House when it comes to using apps to track your menstrual cycle.
I wouldn't say we're directing people, but I think people should be really careful about that.
The fear is women who live in states that criminalize abortion could face charges when seeking an abortion, and data from those apps or internet searches could be used as evidence against them.
Oh, it definitely plays into Arizona women. There's no exceptions for medical abortions. You could be subject to a subpoena if somebody found out about that. And we have an Attorney General, Mark Brnovich, who has indicated he's going to go after this, no exceptions.
Chandler attorney Tom Ryan says this affects many religious families in Arizona.
There are a lot of conservative women, evangelicals and Catholics who engage in natural family planning. Natural family planning works because they can keep track of their menstrual cycle and they keep track of their body temperature.
And many families use cell phone apps to track that. Once your data is subpoenaed, Ryan says it's out there and it's not likely you get it back.
But if somebody turns you in, the next thing you know, you're in a lawsuit. Subpoenas are flying for your health care data. This is the danger for what's going on here.
Because laws are changing left and right in many states over abortion right now, Ryan says we can expect to see a lot of lawsuits come about, including here in Arizona.
What rights of privacy do you have, and what rights of privacy do you lose if you're pregnant? Those are issues that have not been resolved, and there's going to be a lot of litigation both in state court and federal court to answer those questions.
Now, some tech companies and apps are trying to address this issue right now. The app Flow, which is the leading menstrual cycle tracking app with more than 240 million users, announced in anonymous mode last week where users can enter data without adding their name or their email. But Ryan said because all of this is so new, many of the big tech companies haven't come up with a plan yet. Live in the newsroom tonight, Brianna Whitney for Arizona's Family.
Brianna.